Never felt like I wanted to gatekeep. I wanted to gatekeep. I'm not even going to lie. I wanted to gatekeep. And sometimes you don't get the way you're going the way you think you're going to get there. Welcome back to Start Your Own Happiness. I am your host, LaShawn. And if you clicked on this video because you were curious about what you saw in the thumbnail, it is 100% true. And you might be like, why in the world would a couple do that? I'm not going to say it beats me because I have figured out why they did it. And it is because of one of MFK's fragrances that is so stunning, so apparently intoxicating, that it casts a spell on people. Please don't think that I mean like witchcraft, but I mean kind of, not kind of. It is that attractive. It is that attractive. So if you saw my other video where I was talking about Oud Velvet Mood, that's where this all started. I was talking about how I was able to amplify, to perfect that scent to the point that it smelled like what I thought it should smell like. So in my quest to amplify even more, I went and I bought Oud Extrait. And that was the only reason why I bought Oud Extrait, because I thought that I could improve on my concoction with the Oud Velvet Mood and the Oud Eau de Parfum. So I bought it. They messed up the bottle. I didn't even revisit the bottle until weeks later when I was trying to actually perform the experiment that I initially set out to do. So when I did the experiment, I did it on camera with you, and I smelled this for the first time. And I was like, oh, it smells nice. It smells really nice. Like, it smells 2.4 ounce bottle nice. I'm upset that I only got the small bottle. I hadn't smelled it. Matter of fact, I probably have smelled it because I've smelled all the samples that they offer. But I'm telling you, do not trust reviews based on samples. You just can't, because it is not the same experience. So I smelled it for the first time on camera and I liked it. And then, you know, over time I just kept spraying it again and again and again. And this is stunning. It's stunning. It is definitely on par with Oud Extrait. I would say they are like neck and neck and neck. And people aren't talking about this. This smells so good. Like, it smells so good. I haven't received any compliments other than from my husband, and I don't wear it all the time. But back to why you might be here. A couple gave me their baby. So I'm in Walmart and I need some baby wipes for a project that I'm working on. And I see that they have some Honest baby wipes on sale for $1.50. The deal is, for whatever reason, the baby shelves at Walmart are like super deep. I don't understand why, because I can't figure out why they're so deep, but they're super deep, right? So I'm on the aisle and there's this lady and her baby. And the baby is old enough to walk, and she's just crawling all over the shelves and stuff. And I'm, you know, feeling uncomfortable, like the baby's going to get hurt and stuff. And so I see the Honest wipes, but they're all the way in the back of the shelf. And when I say super deep, maybe this will give you a reference for how deep they were. I went to the cleaning aisle and got a broom to reach back there to see if I could, you know, pull some out. So I get the broom. The broom does not do the trick. So I'm like committed to doing this. I just, you know, once you get some stuff in your head, you just commit to do it. So I'm committed to getting these wipes. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I kind of want to just jump up in there, but I'm like, you might not be small as you think you are. You might get stuck up in there. Plus, it's like this high to me. So it's like a climb for real to get in there. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back to the cleaner aisle, see if I can find something that's a little more sturdy that will help me get these wipes. So when I come back to the aisle, I'm expecting that the baby and the lady have left the aisle, because I'm assuming anything that they wanted, they could have just pulled and been gone. So when I come back, they're still there, and I am, no lie, irritated, because it's like, I'm trying to do something hard, y'all in the way, because the aisles are narrow, kind of, especially for the, what do you call it, shelving to be that deep. So I'm irritated, because I'm like, I'm ready to make fool myself and just go get this, but I'm not going to do it in front of you, and this is just an uncomfortable situation for me. So I take another look at the baby wipes, and I have my tool, and I'm trying to figure out in my head, if I do it this way, and do, you know, I can do it. And she comes up to me and she says, you want those? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, you want the baby? She's Hispanic, so her English is like broken. And she was like, do you want the baby to get them? And I'm like, can she get them? So the shelf is maybe about this high. And I think I got more behind me than I think I got behind me. So if I had jumped up in the shelf, I might have got caught in the shelf, if you know what I mean. So, you know, since she offered and I did want the wipes, I let her put the baby up there. So her husband is on the aisle also. So the baby is small. Like, they were a short couple, but at the same token, it's like, the baby doesn't seem like she speaks. She's young enough that she doesn't even speak. So they get her up in the shelf, and they tell her, they're like, you know, speaking Spanish to her, telling her what to do, and she's kind of looking like, But then she does exactly what they're telling her to do, and they're giving her more instructions. Get the other one, get ultra. So she gets the wipes. At some point, she gets tired. There's one more pack left, but they're behind her, and she just gives this expression like, I don't want to do this anymore. So Dad pulls her out, and then Dad just jumps up in the shelf, and he gets the extra pack. So I'm just like, wow, oh my gosh. Because I was so irritated with them, because they were still in the aisle when I'm trying to do something difficult, and here they go helping me, giving me their baby, volunteering their baby to do this task for me. And then the dad ends up finishing it off for me. So my husband had given me some money to get Chinese food. I rarely carry cash, but he gave me the money to do it. It was like right at the top of my purse. So I end up giving it to the mom. I'm like, thank you, mommy. Gracias, mommy. And she gives it to the baby. And I'm like, this kind of defeats the purpose of trying to save the money to get them for $1.50. But it just blessed my heart so much that they were willing to help me. So I'm thinking to myself after the fact, you know, I'm so happy. I'm like, I can't believe I experienced this. This happened to me. And the whole family got involved, and they gave me their baby to do this. And I'm like, why would they do that? Then I remembered that before I had left, I sprayed myself with this perfume. So I'm thinking, I'm smelling so wonderful, so great. Did these people give me their baby to get some wipes for me? I mean, it was kind of a dangerous task. I'm not even, because for one, she could have hit her head. She could have, things could have gone wrong with that situation. But, you know, everything worked out. But I'm like, why would they do that? And I am convinced, I am like 100% convinced that I smelled that good. And one of the reasons why I'm 100% convinced that I smell that good is because every time I wear this, people are tripping over themselves to help me do stuff. So, I'm just saying, it might be worth the bottle, but if you ever find yourself in a situation, not, you know, aside from the fact that it's going to smell amazing to you, it is going to smell amazing to you. You are going to enjoy this thing. You are going to enjoy the CRs, the projection, it's just so creamy and lovely, and it's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful scent. I'm so upset that I did not get the 2.4 ounce, and I'm going through this quickly enough that I know I'm going to need to, and I want to. So, If no one ever told you, Oud Extrait, like I'm telling you, it's the creaminess, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm telling you, it's right there with the Baccarat Oud Extrait. They are neck and neck. In terms of, I believe it has an almondy note. I just do, because it's so creamy and so lovely, and it's just so subtle. I think that's another thing about it, is that it's subtle, so people may not even recognize that. They know you smell so good, but they don't register it as you're wearing perfume to smell so good. I think that's what it is, and that's why it's not pulling compliments. Someone that's around you all the time, like my husband, would recognize that I smell different than I typically smell. But a stranger, to them, it may just register as something smells good about this person. There's something good smelling in the air around this person. Not necessarily, oh, she must really be wearing, or he must be wearing some good, really good smelling perfume or cologne. No, I don't think it registers like that. So I think that may be why it has not pulled compliments, but it has pulled compliments, if you know what I mean. Now, I have said that these two are on par with each other, but there is a very key and important difference between the two, and that is the wearing experience. Baccarat is a gift that you give to other people, because I think it's general consensus. I know it's true for me. Many other people have said that it's true for them. After you put it on, you lose the scent somewhere off in there. Other people can smell it, but you cannot smell it. This is the gift that keeps on giving. You can smell it, other people can smell it. It has great projection, great sillage, great longevity. Even after, because I always spray it on my hand, even after I wash my hands, I can still smell it. It's just present. It's constantly present. So that would give this the edge for me. Love it. Like I said, it's a great gift to give to other people, but if you want to give the gift that gives to you, gives to other people, then you would go with this. Now, I put this on hours ago. Wash my hands, wash the dishes. I can still smell it. So, and I didn't put it anywhere else. I just put it on my hand just because. But yeah, that's the key difference, but they are on par with each other. So I guess what I'm saying is that this is not the end all be all, like the top dog. It's not. It's up there, but maybe they're like king and queen. I don't know, something along those lines. But I definitely think, and coming from a person who has most of them, because I don't have all of them, but most of them, me coming to this conclusion, I think is remarkable, because I have most of them. So I do know, understand, and have experience with most of them. Sometimes I forget, I forget. But this was so impressive. Like I said, to the point that I wanted to gatekeep it. I said I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I just could not keep it to myself. The Lord has been good to me, but it smells good. The Lord has been good to me, because He helped me to stumble on this gem. Because like I said, it was really not on my radar. It wasn't something I was looking for, aside from the fact that I was trying to match it up with the Oud Velvet Mood and see could I make a fa la 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 with it and the Oud Velvet Mood, as opposed to just using the Eau de Parfum. But I did come to the conclusion, spoiler alert if you don't ever watch the video, I came to the conclusion that the Oud Velvet Mood was best paired with the Oud Eau de Parfum, and that this stood alone. But even in that moment, I didn't realize. I guess because that wasn't my mission during that video, or at that moment, was to like really take it in. But after the fact, when I smelled it, because that was the first time me smelling it when I was in the video, I was like, ooh. And then later on, I was like, ah. Then it was like, oh. So it's like that. It's like that. So yeah. I don't think I've recommended any of them. I would recommend this. Like, in terms of decadence, that's where they're on par with each other. They are both decadent scents. This is so out of control. It is so beautiful. It's just hard to explain. But yeah, I'm really so happy that I stumbled on this. And sometimes you don't get the way you're going, the way you think you're going to get there. Like I said, had I never gone for the Oud Velvet Mousse, I would have never gone for this. So it brought me here, and this is that wow, that love of my life situation that I have just, like, been blessed to experience. Yeah, it gave me their baby. That was quite an experience. It was an experience. It was an experience that I enjoyed. The whole family getting involved was just so cute to me. And it was like, why? And I knew that I was harboring such resentment towards them prior to this happening. And it just all came together. So it was just really beautiful. So, like I said, I'm convinced. No one can tell me because it wasn't like I was looking special. I was doing anything. I was struggling, and maybe because they saw me struggling. But, yo, baby, like, I have a different kind of child, so maybe it's something that never would have crossed my mind. But apparently she was really smart because, like I said, she was a tiny little thing. I don't think she was at the point where she was speaking yet. But, you know, babies can't understand before they speak. So, but like some of the instructions were detailed, and she just did it like a champ. And the packs of the wipes were heavy for a baby, especially in such a cramped space. But she did that thing. So, yeah. I think these two are on par. I haven't visited this in a while. I have one that I keep in my car that, you know, on a day where I forget and I really want something, I just put it on. But, no, I want to say that it is on par. It's not, of course, it's not the same. But, yo, I didn't know what I was missing. Like, I do like Oud Eau de Parfum, but this is not that. And it is just so lovely. And I want, for real, it took me a minute to make this video because I wanted to I've never felt like I wanted to gatekeep. I wanted to gatekeep. I'm not even going to lie. I wanted to gatekeep. Now, I heard someone say that this had an animalic smell. This does not have any animalic smell to it whatsoever. Now, the Oud Satin Oud Extrait, absolutely. But I came up with a cure for that. So we'll talk about that in a later video. But this, not at all. I don't even know where that came from. I want to say not to me, but I'm pretty certain not at all. Like, I don't get that anywhere. And I'm very aware of an animalic smell. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm mad that I bought the Satin Oud Extrait and it has it. I bought it trusting that it would be somewhere like in the range of the Satin Oud, and it went left. I'm not even gonna front. It went left. But I did find the cure for it, so we will talk about that at a later date. Until then, be good until you're gone. Keep having fun, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.